Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I want to welcome everybody and tell you I appreciate everyone being here this year. As you all know, October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and I'd like to welcome you, more importantly, to the 11th Annual Cybersecurity Awareness Fair. This year, we have over 500 public sector attendees, and we have over 100 private sector. So we've surpassed last year by a great margin. Appreciate that. And today, I think you're going to have a great menu of things for you to see in cybersecurity as far as awareness and training goes, and I hope you enjoy yourselves. So there are many things that we can do in cybersecurity, and I'm going to ask a lot of you and all of you to do the Cybersecurity Pledge for us, please. There is a national push for Pledge, and the states that are doing the pledge, we are all in competition. Last year, we lost out to New Jersey, folks, so I'd really like us to be able to beat New Jersey this year. So please, take the Cybersecurity Pledge, and if you haven't already agreed to allow us to use your name to do the Cybersecurity Pledge, I'd ask you to get with my staff, and they can help you register and take that pledge. We'd also ask you to encourage all of your coworkers, family, and friends to also take the Cybersecurity Pledge and make California and put us up #1. Also like you to go to, there's a staysafeonline.org, and they can tell you about getting involved, and they've got a section on that. And there's many ways that you can do as a business person or an educator or a family member or a government entity to participate and make an impact on cybersecurity, not only during Cybersecurity Awareness Month, but also throughout the year, and making sure that you and your family stay safe at home 365 days a year. So before we get started and before I introduce our first speaker, I'd like to talk a little bit about what's gone on the last year. We have put together the the IT Security Committee on Policy and Program Improvement, and what we've done so far is put out a couple of things. The first thing we did is we put out some quick wins. One of them was to eliminate some of the compliance forms that we have, or that you have to submit, and we're trying to streamline our processes so that compliance is easier and it makes it quicker and better for you to understand what's going on. The second thing we've done, and there's a presentation on that today, by Patrick and Marianne, is on the risk assessment tool, and with that we automated the risk score calculations. We've also been working with CalEMA on disaster recovery management program. We have begun working with Emergency Function 18, which is cyber specific. We're going to be asking agency secretaries to send representatives on this committee to put together EF18. So we'd like you to have a say in that. So please participate in that so that we can make the cybersecurity emergency function workable and something that everyone can participate in. Excuse me. The other thing is that CalEMA has already purchased and is in the process of putting together the incident management or the RIMS replacement that's going to be coming out, and we hope to see that come out this year. In late next year, around October of next year. We have been, along with CHP, been actively involved with putting it together and during design phase all the way to implementation. So they're going to create a sandbox that for pilot department users to test and drive the further design elements which are within the scope. So please, we ask you to participate in that as well. As far as education and awareness goes, we continue to have our ISO basic training, and this year I'm happy to say that we've trained over 80 folks in our ISO basic training. We're very thankful for folks for participating in that, and we're going to continue down that path. We have information security roundtables. We plan to have several more of those this year, and we're going to be continuing down the path of how can we help agencies and departments with their security and their risk assessments and all of the different elements within there. And then obviously we're having the IT Security Awareness Fair, and this today is our chance to really help and show what's going on in the cybersecurity awareness area, and also to say what's going on out in the world. I think one of the biggest components and the thing that is going to help us all is for everyone to understand what's going on the landscape as far as security goes. I'm sure most of you have seen already, but the White House reported that there was one of their military networks was attacked by a spear phishing attack. And it just shows that the attacks are coming in from the national level all the way down. So it's just a matter of being cautious and making sure that we can have the best defense and always paying attention to what's going on out there in the world. As far as policy goes, we're going to continue to update the SAM and make sure that our SAM matches with the NIST standards. And we're going to ensure that we use the NASCIO taxonomy that we've adopted, and we're continuing down that path. And I want to thank the folks who are on the committee for their diligence in helping us get to that. So in my closing, I'd like to acknowledge a few folks. First of all, the vendors that are sponsoring this event, thank you very much for your patient support on putting this program together. And then we had the advisory board on the private sector side. Thank you very much for that. And then the public sector folks that helped drive what all of the content was going to be in each one of the content areas. When we put these things together, we don't just throw it together. We want to find out and ask folks, what do you want to see? What do you think are the best things to do? And that advisory group or the group that put this together and helped decide what we're going to have out here today. I want to also thank public sector partners, Russ and his staff, and Sherilyn. They've been great, had a great time putting this together, and it's all culminating today, and appreciate all that support. And then lastly, my staff, who's put in lots of time, effort, and I really appreciate all of that. So I'd like all of you to take the time to look over the events and the tracks, see which ones make most sense for you, enjoy yourselves. I know this is going to be very educational for you, and if you have comments and questions, we're going to ask for those at the end, so please make sure that you give those to us, because we're trying to make this event better every year, and without your comments and questions, we can't do that. So thank you very much again for being here for our event.